It's time for the aha moment of the week.
Yay!
Yes. Hey, listen, if you don't know, whenever we learn something, whenever something's dropped in our spirit, man, we want to give it back to our community. That's what we call the aha moment of the week, man. And so I had this on my spirit, wanted to drop it to you guys. As many of you may know, we recently moved to the beautiful city of Atlanta, Georgia.
Period.
Yes, we are here.
Yes.
And we love it. But one of our viewers actually reminded us that we spoke about this years ago on one of our Q&A segments that we had on our channel years ago. And I, didn't really think much about it. But I went back, I was like, wow, that's something else. Like, we thought about this for like 3 years or so.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was just a different factor. So we went ahead and made the move.
Facts.
We got here and we expected, when it came to a church, that was probably our biggest thing, because we believe that most of our community would come from there. We only got like one family member here. My cousin has been here for probably like 10 years now. So we thought it would take what you think, babe?
A year.
About a year or so?
A cool year, yeah.
That's what we thought. Okay, so we come here first, visit. We make it to some associates of ours from back from Kansas City who actually lived here, and went to their church, loved the community. But some things just didn't necessarily add up all the way for us. So the search continued.
We felt like we would have been settling.
Yeah, we felt like we would be settling.
Yeah.
And in the past in our lives, we feel like we've settled. You know, we've done things that pleased other people instead of actually making sure it was something right for our family. And especially as a man of the house, I was like, I'm not going to allow that to happen again. I'm not about to put my wife in a situation she doesn't want to be in or anything like that. Like, or myself. Yeah. I'm not going to do anything that I necessarily don't like. Hey, I'm my own man. I'm about to make this decision. This is what's going to happen. So we just, even though it was kind of hard to walk away from that because, we were cool with the people, it's just like, just wasn't for us.
Right.
You have a friend.
Yes.
Francesca. Shout out to Francesca and Hector.
Hi, girl. Hi, friend.
Hey, so she invited us to her church. And when we first made that, when we committed to go ahead and visit her church, actually we missed the first week that we were supposed to go.
Yes.
But what did you think overall, babe? What was your thought process when we were supposed to be visiting her church?
Yeah, she casually invited me. It was actually our first kind of official time meeting, and she casually invited me, and I was like, okay, yeah, we need to look at churches anyways.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking too much of it. Loving her spirit though, so I was like, okay, it might be giving a little something, but I wouldn't say that I had like super high hopes, like, yes, this might be it. It wasn't like that. It was just like, I felt like I kind of owed it to her a little bit because I was interested in growing a relationship with her as well. So it's like, let me show up.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, and I mean, I was like, I'm down. Didn't really, to be honest with you, think much of it. We're just gonna go, do this. It's our friend. We're gonna go and check out the church, and we'll continue the journey alone. Didn't thought this was we're thinking a year out. We get there. And man, our minds were blown right away. First off, the pastor gets there and he says, hey, he was coming back from a sabbatical.
Correct.
And he said, hey, if you're here, you're just kind of coming in on family business. He kind of paraphrasing what he said here, but you coming in on family business. He's sitting down. He's not really giving a sermon. If you need a sermon, come back next Sunday.
Yeah.
This is not what this is. And so he's basically having a talk with his family, basically, here in front of the church. And man, his heart, and I could tell him and his wife's heart was just so good and pure. It was something about it.
Yeah.
It didn't seem no acting or anything like that. And here we were at the point where we wanted a church that was very strong on the word. Okay.
Yes.
Like that was the concrete of it. We didn't want as much as charismatic. We had that, and now we really, I guess, we wanted the meat, right? We wanted the meat. We really needed that, and I could just tell by this pastor that he was like, the word was everything, and he was going right there, did Q&A right on the spot with some people.
He did.
They did Q&A.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, did
Q&A. Oh my gosh, and he killed that.
Oh, I mean, he
killed that. He was giving historical answers on spot. Yeah. Like random people in the, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just forgot. I completely forgot that it was a Q&A that Sunday. And anyone in the audience could ask something.
Yeah, he took about 10 questions, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, he said it was the thing he was adjusting to. He was adjusting to basically a new church.
Yes.
During the pandemic, you know, certain people were not there anymore. It was just different. It was, you know, still a great amount of people there, but I would guess about 60, 70% of them were actually new. And so he was just adjusting to that and just wanting to speak of the culture and just really being transparent about some of his mistakes that he's made and all of those things. And it really blessed us because at this point, I really needed to know, getting up under a leader, that like their heart, instead I heard their word before I heard the word. I really needed to know his heart, because if he probably would have did a sermon, I probably wouldn't, you know, I would have needed to see him a few more times to say, okay, is this really who you are or whatever. Yeah. But anyway, we did that. And dude, that was it. I mean, we came the next week, got baptized again. You can see the video for that. And it was over. I think it was after the second time we knew it was it. Yeah. And so it brought me to this point a couple weeks ago. He's, you know, doing a sermon at the end. We're ending a 7-week series on Revelation. Revelation, which that just my wife, she loved that. She had been waiting for someone to preach on that. And he goes so much in depth on it. And at the end of it, he calls us to repent. Everybody repent. And we're all on our faces. You could probably see the pictures. We're all on our faces. And, you know, just with, you know, my face was full of tears. And as I got up, my aha moment came to me. God's timing is everything. God's timing is everything. You know, they say, you know, he may not come when you want him, but he's right on time. Yes. Like, I just thought about, had I allowed my worry to stop me from making this move, I could not have been there in that moment. Yes. I felt like, and we still feel like to this day, that transition of the church pairs with us just so perfectly, like seamlessly. Yes. Everything that's going on with the church, you know, and shout out to them, Victory Church, ATL, just amazing church. You could look them up online. But so I just thought, man, had you just like really let your worry take you out, you would have missed this moment right here. Yeah. No, God meant for you to be right here, right now. That's why he did everything to push you and put you in this place right now. And so I really just throw that to you guys, man. I know sometimes we want some things like right away, like right now. Like you may want to, you know, get that house like right now. You may want to get that car like right now. You may want to leave that job like right now. Okay. You may want that husband or that wife like right now. But just really allow God to send you through the process. He's doing a great work. And when you look back in hindsight, you'll be like, wow, what a masterpiece that he made. Okay. He'll turn your mess into ministry. He's just so amazing. And I'm just was blown away at that time. I couldn't stop crying. Like I got so emotional about it, because I just knew like, man, you just overrode me and my doubts. And you put me in this place at this time. So, man, I pray and I hope that blesses you, just in whatever your situation is right now, and it encourages you and lifts you up in this time right now. So just remember that. Why are you going through this season? Just know that God's timing is everything. Y'all stay blessed.